What's that sound? I don't know. It's too dark. I think it's a frog. Oh. Hello YouTube, I'm Frogman Forever. Welcome back to another edition of Frog in the Dark. We are playing Crash Bandicoot. And if I plan everything out and execute everything the way I intend, this video should be posted on my birthday, or if not, maybe the day after or so. So, you know, around this time regardless, happy birthday to me. This video is also basically going to, well, not specifically this video, but this set is also basically going to be the point where I decide whether or not I'm going to continue playing this game. Because when I did my last set, things did not go so well. Specifically, in this level, Road to Nowhere, I probably spent quite a good portion of my recording session just trying to beat this level. It really frustrated me. I also spent a little time doing Boulder Dash, so I've already kind of jumped into this level, and I remember it being frustrating. I really was, you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, and, you know, I really do not want to continue with this project if it's going to be something that gets me so frustrated and stressed out and angry. It's just not as much fun for me, and it's not as much fun for you. I mean, unless you really like watching me and my misery as I, you know, create these montages of failure. You know, you would have to leave comments if you want to encourage me to continue playing this, but I'm going to try my best with this set. Maybe if I make some progress, I'll reconsider. We'll kind of just play it by ear. But if things go really horribly in the next hour and a half that I may potentially record, I may decide to either stop this playthrough altogether, like just end this project altogether, or at least take a very long hiatus before I ever decide to come back and give it another try. So we shall see, playing things by ear. But regardless, let's continue and hope for the best. We're doing Boulder Dash, and again, sorry for that long intro, but I just had to get that off my chest. You know, just kind of give you an update on how things are going. So, okay, so it's been I think at least a month or two since I played this game. So I'm obviously rusty, but you know, we gotta get through it. Now, I was trying to look up before I started recording just a little bit of advice as far as, you know, what's a good trick on running faster or outrunning the boulder. And pretty much the consensus was that you want to try to jump at the last second anytime you make a jump. Because if you jump at the last second, you will definitely improve your chances of escaping. So let's try that tip out. The problem is I don't know the level well enough to know when I should be jumping and, you know, when a jump is going to occur. Well, that's basically the same thing, but it's also obvious that you want to avoid these things, and I'm doing pretty good so far, but, you know, whenever I draw attention to it, that's when things tend to go raw. So yeah, you want to just try to jump at the very last second, and somehow I survived that as well. That tip is actually quite useful. Not that I'm not jumping, you know, at the last second, but it makes a difference for sure. I don't know how these boxes work. I didn't, you know, I'm not really interested enough to like learn about them and figure out how all that stuff works, but whatever. Alright, so far so good. You obviously want to just try to not stall too much and jump at the last minute, you know? That's what you gotta do. But sometimes even when you think you're doing really well, you're just not doing well enough. Yeah, like even then I thought I wasn't doing too bad there, you know? But, you know, I have to really work as well on my own personal, you know, patience. You know, I don't want to, you know, oh, I'm gonna let that thing blow up. I don't want to get too discouraged too early. You know, it's who's to say that I can't get through this level? You know, I already did pretty good. My first life there. You know, I made it pretty far. I am losing a lot of time on. I think you know what I struggle more at than the jumping is probably, you know, avoiding those like wooden stake things in the ground. But you know, just gotta keep my cool. So yeah, that's one thing I'm also gonna work on, is trying to be a little more positive. I think the last 2 episodes were the first time I ever decided, you know what, I'm gonna put a little disclaimer before the video begins, because I'm using a lot more language than I normally intend or like to use. So I'm gonna try to keep things positive. After all, it might actually be my birthday when I post this video. So, you know, let's keep it a positive video. You know, let's just, you know, even though it's not my birthday right now, it's actually it's actually September 7th. You know, even though it's not actually my birthday right now, you know, I need to feed off the happy birthday vibes. You know, kind of just, you know, be positive for my future self. Should I decide to watch this video on my birthday? I doubt I will, but, you know, you all might watch it on my birthday, and if you do, you know, thank you. I appreciate, you know, you taking part in the celebration of watching me get chased by a giant boulder and you know, really struggling not to die a horrible agonizing death, you know, being crushed, every single bone in the body. You know, it's nice having your company as you watch me try not to do that. So yeah, somehow I'm doing better, even though I feel like I'm doing a whole lot worse, and I gotta make these jumps. You know, I don't realize, I don't understand why I did so well, because I felt like I really was doing very horribly. Oh man, missed out on those apples. At least I collected the 1 apple. You know, that's nice. That's always nice. That's always a good thing. You know, collecting an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? You know what I'm saying? Does anyone actually eat apples anymore, like, you know, on a regular basis? You know, last I checked, when I went to the fruit market, actually, what's really convenient about where I live is, I kind of live at, like, I don't know what you call them. They're like the middlemen. They're between, like, the grocery store and, like, the actual, like, farm and stuff. I don't know. The produce or whatever. I can't remember what you call them, but basically, oh snap! Did I actually beat this level? Holy crap! I was not anticipating that whatsoever. Well, hey, guess what? Some birthday progress. Hey, no complaints there. Now, I do know that there is a hidden level over here called, like, Hog Wild or whatever, but I'm not going to bother with that. And I know I can use the ultimate cheat to basically have access to it, but I don't need to, you know? I'm not doing anything special. I'm not trying to 100% the game. So if it's a secret extra level, then it's extra and not worth my main time. So I will not bother with that one. Maybe if I actually do finish this project and I actually beat the game and I decide I'm compelled enough to try some of the hidden levels as a bonus, you know, set of videos, maybe I'll do that in the future. But for right now, I'm just gonna stick to the main game here. Let me finish my story real quick, just in case I have to end the video. Basically, apples, from what I understand, are a little more expensive than they have been in the past. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's just something I've noticed. But I think a lot of fruits are a little more expensive than they used to be. Anyway, moving on. We're playing Sunset Vista, which, by the way, real quick, I will just say about this level. The individual who recommended this game to me, I believe he told me that this is his favorite level, although I'm also read somewhere, I think that this is a very unpleasant level, and a lot of people don't like this level. So we'll see. I'm imagining I'm going to be on the side that will hate this level, but we'll just check it out and see what happens. So here we go. Sunset Vista. Oh, wrong button. Sunset Vista.